Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Kat, and in today's video we will be talking about my rubbish, my empties. Yes, I've never, this is my first ever empties, so yeah, there's a lot to get through. This is probably about 6 weeks worth rather than 4, and a lot of it's small stuff, so hopefully I get through it quickly. And again, it's all my opinion, so if you disagree with anything I say, 100% agree. It's kind of just one of those things, like this is just my experience of these things, and yeah, if it helps, if it doesn't, I apologize. But yeah, I just thought I would take you through it, and so you can see the kind of things that I'm using and what I think of them. So the first thing I've got is an Aveda product. Now this is very old. I recently started kind of getting back into skincare, makeup, all that kind of stuff, and digging after COVID. Like COVID, I just didn't use any of my products, and I probably just sat there for about like 3 or 4 years. So recently I've been on a mission to use up all my stuff. So one of the first things I started using up was my hair products, and I'm getting through them slowly. But this was one of the first things that I think there was like a tiny bit left, and so I've just used it straight off the bat. So this one is the Aveda Damage Remedy Daily Hair Repair. So it instantly repairs and protects from heat styling. So yeah, I just put this on after I've showered, and does what it says. It just protects it and then obviously repairs the ends. Generally with like hair products, I tend to put them from like here downwards. I try not to put anything too much on my scalp, just because I do have very, very fine oily hair. So it will just make it worse. But yeah, so that was 100 mils. Like I said, I started this on quite a while ago. It's probably brand new packaging and all that kind of jazz by now, but yeah, it was a good product. I really liked it. Would I reuse? I've got quite a few bits to get through, but I probably would reuse this one at some point. I don't know if I'd buy it again, but I would use it if I had it, if it was an option. So yeah, my first bit of rubbish. And with all this stuff, I do obviously try and recycle it. I'll take it to like John Lewis, Boots, that sort of thing, and just try and get rid of it that way, because I feel like it's a better way. So a lot of these you can see like a theme. I just like squeeze the living daylights out all of them. So this one, not quite so old. I got this one last year to go to a wedding. Actually, I think that was it. I'd forgotten any cream of any description, and I found that I had really dry legs. So I was like, I need to get some sort of cream. I went in, I got sold this stuff, and there's still a little bit kind of moving around in there anyway, but I've tried to squeeze it all out. I have tried. But this is the Clarins Body Firming Extra Firming Cream, and it firms, smooths, and nourishes, and it did exactly all those things. I really, really liked it. It just feels nice going on. It absorbs really well. You don't get any of that stickiness or tackiness, and it was really good for if you're like applying something like, now it wasn't a fake tan, but it was like a glow thing that you put on your legs, and I used it once for this wedding because I had my legs out and I needed kind of non-dry skin in order to put this stuff on my legs. So I used this, it worked amazingly, and then I've just kind of been using it up ever since with other bits and pieces. So but I managed to get through it. So yeah, I've now moved on to some I think it's Boom Boom cream, which is just as nice. Very, very, smells great. I think this one has a nice smell. Just says, I'm just trying to open it up. Okay, yeah, it just smells like general Clarins. I don't know if you have ever smelled Clarins. It's very nice. It's not unpleasant, and yeah, it's a nice body cream. Definitely one to try. Firming wise, I don't know, it didn't work miracles, but then I don't think anything really will. But yeah, it was generally quite hydrating, I'll say that. So next up, I've talked about this recently. So this is Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Dry Shampoo. Yeah, I've got a number of these. This one is the original one. They also do a more recent one, which is coming like a light grey bottle, which has got like more of a volumizing and texturing effect to it. But this one was really good, really rate it. I generally pick this one up when I see it on offer or around. I think they still make it, but I think they're kind of pushing the other one more. So when you get edit boxes and stuff like that, it's generally the newer one rather than these, but they still sell at TK Maxx, so I still pick it up when I can. But it works really well, and they're really good for travel, this kind of size, so I would definitely rate that one. Next, another Clarins product. So this one is a hand and nail treatment cream, and it was very, very good. This one I really liked. Sometimes with hand creams I find you get that sticky kind of tacky feeling and end up having to wash my hands, just because I really don't like the feel of anything. Like, it has to absorb really well. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it when you get that greasiness to your fingers. So this one's really good. I used to use this one before I go to bed, so I just pop it on my hands before I go to sleep. It absorbs really nicely, and yeah, just conditions your hands, makes them soft, all the great things that you really want from a hand cream. So yep, good, rate that one. What else have we got? This one is a BioEffect Osa Water Mist, hydrating face mist. So this one I got at Christmas. This one was part of a set that came also with a hydrating cream, which I've not used yet. But it's a good little spray. I don't know if you get more out of that. Oh, there you go, a little bit of spray left in there. Yeah, I use this one in the morning. Tiny little bit. Use this one in the morning before I put on my serums. So after I've cleansed my face, before I put on my serums, spray this all over my face, and it just helps all the serums absorb. BioEffect, I love BioEffect. I use BioEffect in the evening when I have some, and yeah, I just find my skin that just makes the serums kind of work a bit better. I do have quite an oily complexion, like combination oily complexion, so this time of year it might be a bit overkill, but during the winter it was definitely worthwhile. And so yeah, I really do rate this brand, and it was very inexpensive, considering I think I bought it in Black Friday. It's normally about £80 for this and the face cream, but I think I picked it up for like 30 or something like that, so I thought I'd give it a go, and yeah, did a great job. Now I'm addicted to face mists, so I'm trying to get through. I've got face mists. I've had face mists for so long, but I've never really understood what they're for or used them. I just thought they were like to squirt your face when you went out and about, and I thought, who's got time for that? Because I've got an oily complexion, I was like, I don't need that. But actually using it in your skincare regime when you're applying, it makes such a difference to me now, and I just feel like my skin just looks a little bit more rejuvenated, a bit more zhuzhy than it did before. So yeah, I definitely rate this face mist and face mists in general. So cool. I'm trying to whiz through. Next up is one of my favorite brands. This is Tatcha. This is the water cream. This is the kind of sample size, the 10ml. I got this one in the, I think it was the Lucky Bag, maybe they did at Christmas, like they did in the new year. Love this cream. Yeah, it's meant to be for kind of oily skin. I've got a combination skin, so I think I'm meant to be more towards the silk cream or something like that. I can't remember which way around it is, but I really good smell. I really liked this one. I've literally like scrubbed it to an inch. There's like nothing left in there. But with this one, it's very soft, it's very absorbing. I can use it in the day or I can use it in the evening, just depends. It's very lightweight, pore refining, all those lovely things. I think this one kind of RRP is about £23, which is very excessive for 10ml. But the full size is like 65, something like that. So I do have a large one of this. I think I've got two, I think. I'll check. But anyway, yeah, really love this stuff. I definitely rate it if you've got oily skin. I have no idea if it's just hype. I don't know with a lot of these products, which they're just hype. I'll never know until like 10-15 years time, and I'll be like, oh, I'm aging very drastically. These things didn't work. By that point, I think it's too late to ask for your money back anyway. So, but in the instantaneous part that I use it, it absorbs really well, it feels really nice in the skin, it makes my skin really soft, and yeah, I would definitely rate it. Now, I haven't obviously used this one in the summer. I use this more like when it was a bit drier, like, and obviously now it's hot, but I used this when it was a little bit colder and a little bit drier. I think this was one of the things I used about 6 weeks ago, so I couldn't tell you if it's good in the current weather where it's like really warm, but to be fair, most skin products in this heat don't go on very well. So but I definitely rate it as kind of like when it's colder, slightly colder, or spring autumn kind of time for oily skin anyway. Cool. Next up is kind of a makeup product. This is my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Now, it's kind of dried out in there now. There's probably a little bit of product in there. Don't know if you'll get anything out of there. I've got like literally worn the stick away. But yeah, it's a really, I've got this one currently at the moment. There's a little bit in there, I think you can see, but I've had it for a little bit of time, so I thought it's probably time to get rid of it. And I did have a backup one, so I'm using that one again within an inch of its life. Obviously it looks a bit yellowy on my hand because my hands are a slightly different colour as my face, but it does really conceal very well under the eyes. I've got it on at the moment in my other one. So yeah, but I definitely rate that. It's one of my favourite concealers. I've just bought the Hourglass one as well, so I will be trying that one next. But yeah, I definitely rate it. It works. It does, you can get the lines underneath, but I think that's probably the way I use it, rather than like, I think it can be used in a much better way, but I just use it the way I know. And then obviously powder, I'm still not a massive like guru when it comes to, I'm a massive guru in anything, but I'm not good when it comes to like makeup and how it should be used, the way you should use it, all that kind of jazz. So I just use things the way I feel comfortable. Obviously if it have a very negative effect, then I'm not buying anything again, but it generally works very well. And the only time that I notice anything goes wrong is probably my application of it as opposed to the product. But I also have their what do I have? Their tinted moisturizer, and that is so nice. Like literally during the summer months is perfect for my skin. It doesn't go on heavy, but you still have coverage. It's got like an SPF in there, so you feel extra protected. And yeah, I do really rate the NARS products. So that's that one. I'm slowing down, I've got to speed up. Because we were talking about Bioeffect, and I've just found it near the top. Here is the Bioeffect that I got in my toil box. It's a full size. It's a 15 ml. And this one retails for £129. I did not pay that for it. This one came in, so Toil, one of the boxes that I get, did this size in, I think it was the November box or December box or something like that, which was £39.99 amongst other products. But this is really good. I definitely rate this during the winter months. Like I said, during the summer months, it's probably a bit overkill, especially for someone like me who's got combination skin, but during the winter it was amazing. My skin just felt so good. But yeah, basically use little is best, like with this stuff. When I first got it, I was like so excited, and I put like 4 drops on my face because it says 2 to 4, and I was like patting it in and everything else, and my face just felt so sticky, and I was like, this is not for me, this is awful. And it wasn't until like a week later when I started just putting a couple of drops. It spreads really well, especially if you missed your face or essence your face before, and just the way it absorbs into the skin is so nice when you use the right amount. But yeah, it's got a little pipette, probably another drop in there, but anyway, yeah, I really rate this stuff. I know they've just done a new one as well. I think it's called like the Power Serum or something like that, but that's like £165. Like I'm not going near that one until it's like discounted. But this one works really well. So, and they do loads of different stuff in the range. I will try, I've got their Power, what is it, Power Cream, I think. Again, I bought it in Black Friday, so I'll be trying that one next. I'll let you know, but I think again that's more of like a winter product. So but yeah, I'm excited to try more of those. Hopefully we'll get more in some more boxes. I think I've got a couple of little ones which might pop up in a few empties, but I will pick it up when it's on offer as well if I see it. So yep, that one's glass, so I've got to be a bit more careful with that one. Oh, what else have we got? We've got loads of minis. I'm going to do all these at this, actually give me 2 ticks. Where are we? I'll get to those ones in a minute. Okay, here's another glass bottle. So this one, okay, this is a supplement, but I included it because it was in a beauty box, edit box that I got. So this one was in the Cult Beauty Luxe box that they did, and it's basically defense drops, and it's like a herbal supplement, and it offers protection, immunity protection. Now you put like one dropper of this every day. Now I kept this on my desk, so I really used it Monday to Friday, I suppose, for the last kind of couple of months, and I finished it this month, and a little goes a long way. But yeah, did I notice a difference? I don't know, it's hard to tell. I'm not generally a sickly person, but I always take supplements and things like that, so I thought I'd add it in and see if it make a difference. If I start getting ill now, then I'll know that it was working, it was protecting me from things. But yeah, it does have like a very herbally taste to it, not particularly nice, but I tend to take it in the morning when I was taking like protein shakes and stuff like that, so it doesn't last long, and you can hold your nose and hold your breath while you're having it. So yeah, if I'm sure things like this are good. There was nothing untoward in it that I'm aware of, nothing that I was allergic to, but it's always worth checking in case you have got allergies and stuff. But yeah, another little thing to add. I know that the new Co do a whole load of different stuff, especially for the scalp, so I would like to try some of those products for like thinning hair, all that kind of jazz. So yeah, it was a nice one to try. Would I buy it? Probably not. But if it pops up again, I will use it. I don't like being wasteful. So this one was another thing that came in a box. This was Dr. Barbara Sturm face cream. Now I've used that probably again like towards the 6 weeks ago kind of time. It was quite a while ago. This is in a advent calendar, I believe, and now I opened it because this was the rich cream, so I opened it in the winter, but I was like moving between multiple ones, and I used it for travel, and I just had it there to keep using it, and I thought, oh, I need to use it up, so I did. It's probably too rich for this time of year, but again, when I was kind of finishing off, it was still quite cold, so it wasn't too bad. It absorbs beautifully, like really, really nice, but it's massively overpriced. Like, I think this size you can buy in like a little tub, and it's like £55, which is ridiculous for 20 mils. So I will not purchase this in this price full size. I will wait for it to pop up in boxes, and I will use it when it comes in. But again, really, really nice to use, just not something I would actually buy. Cool. What else have we got? This one, L'Occitane Immortelle Precious Cream. I don't know if that's probably the foreign thing. So this one came as part of a cohorted box, I think in January, I want to say. And again, it was one of the ones I kind of took away with me on a weekend, didn't use it all, and then had to use that recently, which I'm trying to get rid of like all my minis and just use them up rather than using the bigger ones for the time being. So this one again is very rich. So I used it as a nighttime cream, same as most of the other ones. Really nice though, really absorbs very well, smells quite nice. It's got like like that L'Occitane smell. They always have like, it smells different to anything else. I can't describe it for you, I really can't, but again, I've used it. That's like empty in there. I literally went round, and I don't have like nails or anything to stop me getting right in there and getting all they have to offer in them. But yeah, really cute little tub as well. But nice cream. Again, I used to buy L'Occitane, or I used to be obsessed with L'Occitane when I was at, not at uni because I couldn't afford it, but after uni, it used to be something that I would ask people for Christmas and stuff, like vouchers for it. And I did really, really like their products. And yeah, they worked really, really well. They smell really, really nice. But I think obviously as skincare options have grown, I've just seen a lot more products that I kind of want to try, so it is something that I may buy at some point, but not yet. I've got too many things to use up, but a nice little one. What else have we got? So I have a sheet mask here. I did use another one this month, but I threw the packet away accidentally because I forgot, and it was in the bathroom downstairs. So this one is one of the more expensive ones. This is the 1-1 Skin Rose Gold Brightening Facial Treatment Mask. This is amazing, but there was so much serum. There's still serum in there, and I'm so sad to throw it away, but I just have too many serums to use up. I did try at points trying to use the serum, but I was just like, this is getting a bit ridiculous. So, but it still has serum at the bottom there. There's like 30 mils of it, and I know how expensive the serum is, but this mask was beautiful. It just went on really nicely, made my skin feel really nice afterwards, and very relaxed. But I would not pay full price for these because I think they're ridiculously priced. I think it's like £22-25, something ridiculous like that. So I will get them when they're on offer in boxes, but I won't pay full price for these. But again, if you have them, they're safe for nice special occasions and stuff. Oh, don't fall over. Cool. This one, there's a second part to this somewhere. This is the Augustinus Beta Rich Cream. Again, it's one of the ones that I took away, and then I had to use it up. So I tried to give it a really good go. I know some people cut them open, but I did squeeze every last drop out of this that I could. But this stuff is, again, really expensive. I think, let me see if I can find the bottom. Here it is. So yeah, they do pull out. So yeah, obviously that came in there. I don't know if it'll go back in now. But yeah, so this stuff, you can get these ones. I got this in an advent calendar over Christmas. I really wanted to try it over winter, which I did. But then obviously I didn't get to use it all up because I had other ones open, but I did manage to use it up over the last couple of months. I think, again, this is one of the ones I used in the last like 5 weeks or so. So this one retails for £69, which is crazy, but I did get this one in an advent calendar, so I don't feel quite as bad. It is got beautiful packaging, like really, really nice. This is glass at the bottom here. I think it's glass and not resin. It's heavy, and then it's got a lovely pump at the top there. It's just got really, really nice packaging. I've just ruined it a bit by taking it out, that's all. But yeah, it works really nice on the skin, absorbs beautifully. again, with these things, they probably do work miracles, but then you can get creams that are far cheaper that also work miracles. So it's just about your preference and what you feel comfortable with and what makes you feel, you know, that's working for you. But you don't need to spend the earth. I think it's always nice getting things like edits and advent calendars where you get products like this that you would never buy, because you can try them. But again, unless it works for you or you think it goes above and beyond, then they're just nice to have as a one-off. But yeah, I was really chuffed with it. Worked well, did what it was supposed to do. Made me hydrated during the winter months or the colder months. So yeah, sorry, there's still so much to get through. I'm so sorry. I should have done a two-parter. So this one is another mini. I've got millions of minis, but this one is the Living Cleansing Balm by Then I Met You. Again, only a small tub, but this one came in, I think, another Edit beauty box, something like that. This one I like because it's like bright yellow, but again, I've taken every morsel out of that. Great cleansing balm. Compares to, say, like the oh, what's the Clinique one, the Take Off the Day one? It's unlike, because the Elemis one is a bit squishier, it's a bit softer, and it's because it's got like a mentholy kind of what is it, kind of ingredients to it. It's a bit delicate around the eyes, if you know what I mean. When you try and get off your eye makeup, you have to be a bit careful because it's stingy. This doesn't sting at all. It goes on like a proper like balm, and it just, yeah, is really good at taking everything off. I would definitely be looking at getting like a full size of this one, if I can see it on offer. I think it retails for about 40 something pounds, so if I can get it on offer or in an edit, yeah, I'd be definitely interested in getting that one. I do have a massive Elemis one at the moment I'm working my way through, but once I've kind of gone through that and a few other ones that I've got, then I will definitely look to get another one of those. Cool. What else we got? This one is a Drunk Elephant Sea Firmer Day Serum, and this is the 15% L-sorbic acid pumpkin ferment extract, and it's the large size 15ml. Now I know they don't think they do this one anymore. They do the one that comes like separate, so you have the powder and the serum and then you have to mix it yourself when you get it. But this one, I love the packaging. This one, it came in like a, got a strange smell to it, but it came like a dark kind of vitamin C liquid on your hand, so I couldn't quite tell if it's meant to look like that, whether it's oxygenated, I don't know. But this one I got in a set from TK Maxx around Christmas, just before Christmas, and I think it was like £48, and it came with other bits, if that makes sense, other little minis. So it was a good offer, I thought, at the time, and I got to try it, but I didn't realise that they'd stopped doing this one, and that you can only obviously now buy the other one, which you mix yourself, which keeps it fresher and less volatile, all these kind of things, or less chance of it kind of ruining before you get around to using it. So, but yeah, it worked really well. It was the first time I kind of used a vitamin C, and yeah, I was impressed with it. Yeah, it brightened, it did these things. Again, it had like a weird kind of woody smell to it, like a lot of the stuff I find the vitamin C creams do, but I didn't mind it, and yeah, really liked it. I will definitely look at the Drunk Elephant vitamin C stuff when I come to run out. I know they do a lot of the miniatures and stuff, so yeah. What else have we got in here? We got an Elemis Soothing Apricot Toner. Again, this was a part of like a set or something like that. I can't remember where I got it, but I like all the Elemis toners. I find they work really, really well. This one particularly is very, very soothing. I know they do the balancing one as well, which I've used. Yeah, I would definitely repurchase at some point. Great toner. I use it day and night, so I don't think it's got any exfoliating qualities, so it's just like an added extra before you go in with your serums. This one's another Tatcha product. Again, I think I got this one in the lucky bag that they did in New Year. So this one is just a 50ml one. Instead of a balm, you use this one to take off your makeup as your first cleanse. Works beautifully. It's just so nice going on, and no real smell. It's just, yeah, standard kind of smell, but it's a cleansing oil, so just really takes off your makeup very well, and it lasted quite a long time considering it was only 50ml, and there you don't need very much, just a little pool in your hand, give it a muff between your hands, and then wipe it all over, like rub into your eyes, rub everywhere, and then rinse off, and then you go in with your second cleanse. So yeah, really impressed with that one. Definitely repurchase that one, but again, not full price. What else have we got? So this one is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid 2% plus B5. This one is like the first kind of hyaluronic acid I started using. So again, this is probably towards the 6 week. So and I've got a couple of minis that I've used since then. Really good. I used it quite liberally because they are on the kind of cheaper end. I think I got this one in an edit, I can't quite remember, but definitely would rate it. It goes on really well, absorbs really well. Yeah, definitely give it another go if it pops up, because like it's my first one, like hyaluronic. Then I do want to try some other ones and see, but this one was really good. It definitely added hydration to my skin. I used it before I put on some other serums and before I put on my moisturizer. Yeah, it's really good, does what it says. Cool. Speed up. So this one is the Paula's Choice Exfoliate 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. I got a couple of these over Christmas in boxes, various things. Really good. Extra. It's kind of like your exfoliation step. I use it instead of the toner, but then I put on essence afterwards of an evening. Yeah, really rate it. Definitely helped with what's the word, hormonal breakouts over that period. But yeah, definitely would give it a go. Just pop it on a cotton pad, give it a dosh all over your face, and away you go. So yeah, I can see what all the hype is about. What else we got? This one, Essence, talking about the steps. So this one is the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Moisture Essence. I love this stuff. It's really good. It's thicker than water. Like, so when you're thinking like essence, you can put it in your hand and it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's not quite jelly, but it's not quite water. It's like it's somewhere in between. It's a bit thicker than water. And then yeah, so you pop it on your hand, mush it between your face, press it everywhere, just like you would like the mist. But obviously I use it in the evening because it's because I'm going to bed, I can afford to put a little bit more on my face because I'm not going outside. And so yeah, I tend to use that one in the evening. I think I had another one, maybe I used that one before. At the moment I'm using an Omritzia, I don't know, the one that does the hungry mist face, but that one again has got kind of a similar consistency, but this one has obviously that Pro Collagen smell. Really nice. But yeah, definitely rate that, and if you've got it, give it a go. I didn't know what the hype was about facial mists and essences, as I've said, so now I'm using them like, oh, this is what they're for. And as my skin gets older and it gets drier, it's definitely worth an extra step. What have we got? So this one is the Biossance Squalane and Amino Alloy Gentle Cleanser. So this one I got as part of the Sephora picks a little while ago. Used it recently along with the toner, which I don't know if that's in here as well. Yeah, it is as well. But actually, I'm going to do all these through at once because I got them all. It's all part of Sephora picks. So I had the cleanser, I had the Squalane and BHA pore minimizing toner, and then I also had the Squalane and vitamin C dark spot serum. So this one I used in the day as like my vitamin C step, and then these ones I would use day or night, evening, whichever one. But yeah, it worked really well together. It's very gentle, really nice, leaves your skin feeling uber soft, and I would definitely get that one again at some point. Same with the toner. I really liked the toner. Some toners I don't get on with, like I'm using one at the moment which is the Charlotte Tilbury Glow Toner Tonic, something like that, and it's just a bit, I don't know, goopy. It's not like normal toners that I've used. So yeah, I think I definitely prefer these kind of toners, and the same with the Elemis ones. That's yeah, I think where I like that. Same with like the Fenty water. Yeah, anyway, I'll get to those when they're empty, but I tend not to use them because I don't like them as much. I'm trying to use everything up, so you'll see them soon enough. But really good ones, and if they pop up on the Sephora, I'll definitely pick these up again. Yeah, really happy. I did a 3-in-1 then. I'm getting through them. Let's do some big ones. So Elemis wise, I've used a few Elemis products actually, so let's just do those in a one if I can reach them. Have I used that? Oh yeah, I have. So the 3 Elemis large products that I've used, so we've got the Elemis Pro Collagen Neck and Décolletage Balm there. We've got the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm there, which as you can see, I have used it literally to death. And then we've got the Elemis Peptide 4 Adaptive Day Cream. Now, all of these products definitely rate. The Elemis Pro Collagen Neck and Décolletage Balm, that's like a really weird consistency. It's actually quite sticky when it goes on. However, I found it like at night time to work quite well. Like I don't know whether I noticed like a visual difference, but I definitely felt a difference. Like my neck just felt like a bit more firmer than and it might just be in my head, I don't know that, but I definitely, it's one that you probably want to try before you buy a full size, because it does have a really kind of like sticky kind of consistency. But then when you let it dry and then you put the cream over the top, I didn't find it too bad at all. But yeah, so tried that one. I would definitely repurchase that one. The LMS cleansing balm is amazing. Like I can't rate it enough. I have several of these on the go. Well, not on the go, but I've got them ready to go. And yeah, this one was one, I don't know where I got it or when I got it, but I would definitely rate that one. Definitely buy it again. It's just great. It goes on the skin really nicely. Just grab a little bit, rub it between your fingers, rub it all over your face, get rid of your makeup, SPF, all that kind of jazz. And yeah, it's great. I don't know how else to flag that one. We'll definitely buy that one again once I run out. And then this one. Now this one my mother bought for me like I don't know, like a year or two ago or something like that. So I've only just recently used it, and I used it over most of the winter, and then I finished it off recently. And I just find it amazing. Like I would definitely repurchase this one. I put this one on before I put on my SPF, and I didn't know any pilling. It dries amazing. Like it's one of those ones where I actually think I prefer it to the marine cream. I know that sounds really awful because the marine cream's like amazing, but this one for me, and I don't know that's because I've got combination oily skin, but I find with the marine cream I just need the tiniest amount, and if I use too much, everything pills after I put it on, like my makeup, my SPF, primer, whatever I put on there. Whereas this one, it didn't. So I don't know whether this one's just better for my skin, like my skin type. But I'll definitely be repurchasing this once I run out of my current. I have so many creams to use up, but yeah, it's a really nice smell in there as well. So rate it. I would rate it. I think I got like the day serum as well, but I haven't been able to find the day serum again to replace it. So the last large one that I've got is this one here, which is number 7 retinol night cream. Now I got this one to go with the retinol that I picked up, but the retinol just did not work for me. Like I would literally come up in red bumps everywhere. So I stopped using that and this for quite some time, and then I slowly introduced this back in, and I realized it wasn't this that was causing the problem, it was the retinol. So I think this might have the tiniest. So this one says, for best results, use every evening, massage a small upward circles over your face and neck, allow the product to completely absorb before applying any other product. So yeah, it doesn't say anything in there. It's not recommended. So yeah, it does say in there about retinoid, so it must have a little bit of retinol in there, but I didn't notice this have the same effect on my skin that the retinoid serum did. So I slowly used this one up over the course of about 6 months, and recently finished it. Again, it's got like it's more like a night, it's a night cream, so it's a bit heavier. Smelled nice, it went on nice, it absorbed nicely, so I would rate it. But again, just be wary of like if you get like that, because I was sold it with the retinol and I just wasn't ready for the retinol. So yeah, but on this on its own works very well. Don't know if I'd like get it again, but if I have it, I'll use it. So I like using up products. I don't like wasting anything. Okay, we're down to the last kind of bits at the bottom. This one I'll go through quickly. This is another kind of balm that I've used up. I've used up quite a few. Just trying to get things used up where I've gone away and kind of used half products. So when I come back, I'm sweating like it is so hot in here. So this one is the Pharmacy Green Clean Balm. So yeah, it was nice, little sample size. You can say it's one of those like false bottoms where it's actually not as much product in there as you think it is. So I've used that one up as well. A really nice one again, just like the other one that I've shown you, this is how I met you or something like that. Would definitely use this one again. Nice consistency, similar consistency I would say to that, but not bright yellow. But yeah, nice one to try. I think they've got that one on the Sephora picks at the moment, to be honest. So I've got some miniatures in here from Dermalogica. Was it just the 2? Oh no, 3. So yeah, I got these ones, actually, is that the 4th one? Yeah. So I got these ones as part of like I think it was with Look Fantastic, where if you bought like a Dermalogica product, you got these free if you spent over a certain amount. So this is the toner. This was like, it was on a spray, which is quite nice because you could like spray it on the thing, or you could spray it on your straight directly on your face. This one was the Intensive Moisture Balance, which I used in the night as a cream. This one was the glycolic daily glycolic cleanser, which again I used as a cleanser, and then this was the Neck Fit Contour Serum, which I've now got in a full size thanks to Beauty Bay. So yeah, all these products really nice, would rate them. This one was the only one where, what was the wrong? It wasn't anything wrong with it per se. I think it was just maybe the applicator for me. So I'd probably just in future just put it onto a cotton pad, because I'm not a fan of like spraying it onto my face, but there is the option there if you're in a rush, which was yeah, it was nice to see something a bit different, but equally it's the same with the balancing mist, because people say, oh, you just spray it on your face. I don't like doing that necessarily. Like the face mist I'm fine with because it's generally just water, but when it's like got sometimes products in it like glow, oh yeah, I just will spray it onto a cotton pad. So that's the only one where I'm like, I would just use it as a normal toner, and there wasn't that much in there, so it went quite quickly. But the other ones lasted me a little bit longer, so I got a better idea of whether I liked them or not. So yeah, they all came and they were all really nice. Use them all up. Dermatological products I love anyway, so I'll always repurchase. But yeah, there's so many things out there to try in life, you know, don't want to limit yourself. This one I tried, it's the Bio Effect Eye Serum. Again, I got it at Black Friday sale. I can't remember how much it was, but it was again not, I think it's for full price, it's about 60-70 pounds, something like that, and I got it very much cheaper than that, in a set with some other bits and pieces. So yeah, really nice. Popped it on before my cream, so I put this on in the evening. I wouldn't necessarily use it in the day. It's got like a little rollable applicator, so you kind of push it up at the bottom there. There's nothing else in there at the moment because again just drained it, and you just rub it on over the bottom of your eye. Absorbs really nicely, just like the serum. So yeah, again, it's quite expensive, so I would wait till it comes up in a sale or an offer or something like that. But I've got quite a few eye serums at the moment to get through. So, but again, it works in the same way that the serum does. It might just be an overpriced version of the serum that you put on your eyes. But again, it was nice to try. What else have I got? This one was really nice, another cleanser. This is Kate Somerville Goat Milk. Like I said, I had quite a few cleansers to get through, and it was like one odd jobs all kind of throughout the month, like, oh, this one. But I really like this cleanser. It was super nice, and I'm glad I've got a full size that I recently got in an edit box, because I will definitely use it. But yeah, definitely rate this one, especially if you do get like a little bit of sensitivity. I tend to get sensitivity around that time of the month, so something like this just works really nice. It's really foamy, like really creamy, and just feels really nice on the skin, not overly like drying or anything like that. So definitely rate that one. There's a multitude of minis. What else have we got? Okay. Ooh, no, that was just a bit of a thingy. So this one was the Paula's Choice. This is the 10% Azelaic Acid Booster. I think I got this one as part of a freebie or something. I can't really remember. Good. Yeah, it's really good breakouts and stuff like that. I got recommended to use it like that time of the month. Worked really nicely. I have got a full size of this one upstairs now to use, but just need to work out when to kind of like bring it into the regime. There's so many, but I would definitely rate it. It comes with licorice and salicylic acid. It works on all skin types, and I know you can use this one while you're pregnant as well, because they recently did this in a Skin Rocks edit for kind of pregnancy and all that jazz. So I do love Paula's Choice products generally, and we'll use them. So there is that one. Yeah, I'll buy that one again. This one, Charlotte's Magic Cream, I really wanted to like this. This was only a 7ml kind of sample size. I just don't think it's for me. I tried using it in the day because it's got an SPF of 15 in it. Oh no, it's the Magic Cream. And it was way too heavy for me, way too heavy. So I tried using it at night, but it made me break out, same as that one I tried using it in the day. So unfortunately, I think I'm just gonna have to try the light cream and see if that works for me. But it's a shame really. And I do have like a full size of this one upstairs, so I'm gonna have to be very careful when I use it. It'll probably be try over the winter. But yeah, I'll give it a go, and if it doesn't work, I will hopefully have someone to pass it on to. It doesn't mind a half-used product. But I really wanted to like this one, but yeah, still not sure. It's only a 7ml, so maybe it was just a bad time of the month for me to use it, but we will persevere, and we will find out whether it's for us or not. What else have I got? I got this one, which is a makeup product. Now this was like a Bobbi Brown tester that they gave me. So this one was their serum. it's like a tinted moisturizer serum, so but it's got a 40 SPF in it as well, so you get that added protection. Now I tried two colors. I tried Alabaster and Porcelain. Alabaster was the lighter one, Porcelain was the dark one. This is actually nicer. This is the Porcelain one that I used up, and it's really nice. I've actually bought the full size of it at an outlet, so yeah, I say it was coming soon in Empties. It takes me so long to use up any kind of foundation, so it'll probably be in a couple of years time you'll see it in an Empties. But I really rate this one. It's a bit like the NARS one, the tinted moisturizer. It just goes on, gives you nice coverage, but not heavy coverage, if you know what I mean. Just gives you that bit of colour and that bit of kind of even skin tones, but at the same time protects, because it's a serum as well. It then obviously hydrates and nourishes the skin at the same time, rather than just applying another layer of stuff, especially this time of year when you just don't want a full face. What else have we got? This one is another hyaluronic. This came in another edit gift bag, something like this. This is the Institute Esthéderme Paris, and it's intensive hyaluronic serum. It didn't last me that long, it's only 5 mils, but it was nice to try. This one is kind of more of a creamy consistency than say like the Ordinary, which is more of like a water based, so I think this is more oily. I'm not sure, I really don't know the difference. Yeah, it was all right. Nothing too drastic to write home about. I think with something this small, it's difficult to know. Like, I tend to use a lot of hyaluronic serum because I like using it on my face and my neck especially. But this one was a little bit too small for me to find out. I think this barely lasts me a week. I use it in the morning and the evening as well, so it did go quite quickly. But yeah, if it comes up again, I'd use it again. There wasn't any adverse effects. It just wasn't enough for me to know if it's something that I want to keep using. So last two. This one is the Super C Retinol multi-action vitamin C serum. So this one I've got a full size of from the, thanks to the Lib box. So again, this one was nice. Did it have a funny smell to it, I wonder? No, it just kind of smells like, I don't know, it's unoffensive smell, we'll call it that. But yeah, it had like bits in it. That's the only thing when I was like doing it. I don't think there's anything left in there. But I don't know if you can see it on there. There's like little remnants of bits on there. So that was the only thing with it. You're like, oh, is that going to show up on my face? But this was only like a small sample size. This is a 7 mil. So I think this lasts me a couple of weeks because I don't use too much of it. But again, spread really well. No adverse effects that I was aware of. Don't think it caused me to break out or anything. And the retinol in it didn't cause me any flare-ups. So yeah. Really like that one, and hopefully I'll do well with the big one. The last one I've got here is Drunk Elephant Proteiny Polypeptide Cream, and it was only a 5 ml version. Now this one I got again probably in an advent calendar or something like this. Again, I really wanted to like this one. And I will keep, oh, there's a little bit of remnant in the lid on this one. With this one, what I found was that when I rubbed it in, it would just take a while to rub in, and I'd end up often with, you know, like when you use like a cleanser or something like that, it would create that this white cast and it wouldn't quite rub in. So that's the only thing with it, is that I'd have to like rub doubly as much as I would with some other creams to get it to absorb. Once it did absorb, it does work quite nicely. There's no real smell to it or anything. So I do have a couple of 15 ml versions of this that I will try. Yeah, I do really want to like it because so many people rave about it, but I wonder again whether the people have like different skin type to me. So maybe this is more for like dry skin, whereas because I'm more oily combination, maybe it's not the right formula. But I have got the purple one coming in a Sephora box at some point. I think it's the next month's box, so I'll try that, see if that one's more for me. I think it's the whipped one. But yeah, like I said, I've got a couple of those to try, so maybe different times of the year, maybe in winter it might work really well, don't know, but I'll give it another go just because I do really like the brand. So yeah, and that's my bag. That's all empty. That was a lot of trash, but yeah, hopefully and it's all my opinions, so you're probably going wrong, and I apologize because yeah, again, I'm not the best person in terms of knowing what to put with what or how to use products. I do just follow the instructions, and obviously when you've got multiple different products from multiple ranges, you're not always sure what's going to go with what's going to clash, what's going to mix well. I'm no biologist, so I don't, well, scientist, I don't know what you call them, a dermatologist. I'm no dermatologist, so I don't know if something's going to like react with another ingredient or all that kind of jazz. So when it pills on my skin and I'm like, oh, that's about product. It may just be my application is wrong. But hopefully, yeah, that's given you an insight into what the kind of products that I use, and my opinion of them. And then, yeah, a lot of them, like I said, I would repurchase or reuse. It's obviously just a case of as and when an offer comes up, or maybe if it's in a particular edit. So yeah, hopefully I haven't rambled for too long. I probably have. I think it's only 40 minutes, so I'll try and chop some out, or at least speed things up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you. Take care. Bye.